news coverage. The KTVU Channel 2 News at 5.
Some Marin County high school students are concerned about the possibility of toxic chemicals in cosmetics, and they're taking their fight to the manufacturers.
My name is Assaf. I'm 16 years old and I'm a leader in Teens for Safe Cosmetics. Teens for Safe Cosmetics is a coalition of teen girls from all over the country who are striving to change the cosmetic industry for the better. In Europe, in 2002, the European Union banned the use of most toxic chemicals in products simply because the consumers demanded the change. So companies like L'Oreal and Revlon are using toxic chemicals in the products they sell in the US, but they have another alternative in Europe. The cosmetic industry, unlike the food and drug industry, is not regulated by the FDA. Basically, we have no idea what they're doing to us. And also, we don't know what the chemicals are doing when they come together. If consumers come together and demand their right to health and demand no longer having these toxic chemicals in the products, they can be banned immediately. It's all about education, whether it's from our brochures that we hand out daily or visiting high schools or fashion shows at the local malls to try and promote safer products and get people aware of what we're doing. We have mini makeovers at fairs and high schools and try and tell people that they can just look the same while using the safer brands. We recently traveled to Santa Monica, California, and we got together with a national Safe Cosmetics campaign. We dressed up as beauty queens with sashes and tiaras. It's like a play on words because we feel like we were mistreated, so that's what the sashes said. And we handed out flyers and held out signs and talked to the media.
We are doing this to let women know that their products are not safe.
Basically trying to get people informed about the dangers of OPI nail polishes, and then that's our first step to try and change the company and get them to ban the toxic chemicals in their nail polishes. 4, 6, 8, OPI reformulate. 1, 2, 3. I talked to one woman who was so shocked. She was actually with her son, and she had been using the nail polish when she was pregnant, and she was so shocked. She immediately told me.
Oh my God, I'm so glad I found this out. I can't tell you, this is really scary. Thank
so happy
you.
That it matters.
I will definitely not be using this polish when I get pregnant with my next child.
A lot of the people were shocked, completely shocked, that the nail polish that they'd been using for years could potentially be harming them and their children. Last year, we lobbied for SB 484. It basically demands that the cosmetic industry disclose to the Department of Health Services the ingredients, the toxic chemicals in their products. In October of last year, we lobbied in Sacramento 3 times.
They held a press conference, they visited with legislators, they came to the hearing.
And these chemicals must be tested for safety.
So they did a lot of different things to kind of break through the noise of Sacramento and be heard by legislators.
The bill had passed through the House of Representatives and it was sitting on the governor's desk. So we decided that we were going to show up in Sacramento at the Capitol building, demand to talk to the governor. The governor was in LA at the time, but we walked through his doors, we sat around a big table and each had 5 minutes to tell her why this bill had to pass.
When the teens came back the second time and the third time, I think legislators took notice and said, well, these kids are really serious about this. They've done their homework, they're thoughtful about it, and they began to listen. So I think that Teens for Safe Cosmetics really had, really contributed to the governor in the end deciding to sign the bill.
Before I became involved in the campaign, I had no idea that teenagers could make a difference at the legislative level, but I feel like we can, if we're educated about what we're doing and we know what's right and we know, what's important to us, we can all come together and really make a difference.